Morning YouTube, CGL's New Jersey Collectibles here on a rainy Saturday morning, but that's okay because we're going to an indoor show, King Con 2, New Jersey's newest comic book show in Island, New Jersey. Should be pretty fun. Dad is on the trip as well, and we're planning on going. We were at a show last week, found some nice deals, found some good books. Didn't pull the trigger on any huge items, but we're going to keep our eye out for anything that strikes our eye, any price that really looks attractive. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys when we get there.
Thank you, sir. I'll show you this just because I know.
What was that?
You got a YouTube channel?
Yes, sir.
What's your channel?
You know
CGL's New Jersey Collectibles. Yeah. Appreciate the support.
You're the Meadowlands guy.
Yeah, yeah, Meadowlands. That's it.
How close is it to the Meadowlands?
About 10 minutes. Yeah, we're right by Clifton, so it's just right on Route 3.
You get some good deals out there.
Yeah, it's been thin lately. Haven't found anything with the weather.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's definitely part of it.
It'll come back in the spring.
Definitely, I'm counting on it.
Go down to
Where's my?
what's the one? There's a flea market down the shore, down off of the turnpike. I forget the name. It's
There's
kind
a
of a ride though. It's probably like 2 hour ride.
there's a couple. There's Columbus.
Yeah, Columbus.
And the English Town also. I've been meaning to get there.
From Columbus, you're probably 2 hours from Columbus.
About, yeah.
You do that show on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep. CGL's New Jersey. Yep.
I watch you guys.
Thank
It's
you.
cool.
Appreciate it.
I recognized your voice.
He's recording right now.
Great.
So don't say anything that could get you fired.
Where's my? Also, if you need, I got a bunch of singles, fives.
I might. I
So
think
if you-
it changed, but if not, yes, I can.
I sold the book.
Walk that off and then actually, so then let's find something else to replace that.
Oh yeah, I'll
You
do
know
that.
what's Canadian now?
And just so you know too, I'm writing down what I sell stuff for, and then
No,
I
that's
kind
fine.
of
That's fine.
You know, I don't.
That's good. Like I said, happy to help. I'm getting some of the tools. That guy over to my table.
Yeah.
You never know. Even though he didn't, he could have also bought one of my books, right?
Let's put that guy up because that's a good book
There you
too.
go. No, absolutely.
What are you selling?
I sold. You know how I hate selling those Fantastic Four annual twos, but that one I was just like. I got. So I have one in a 7.0, white pages. Great book.
Much better.
Yeah. And then this week I got back. I think that one was like a 335. I got back another 3.5, but it's the Canadian edition with the white background.
He's
So
here.
I'm like,
Yeah, he's floating around somewhere.
I gotta stop hogging it all.
You've been collecting. Your father been collecting books since he was a kid.
He's been collecting. He was collecting when he was a kid. His mom, my grandma, threw out all his comics when he moved out, and then he started recollecting again when he was 30. That's terrible. So it was one of those stories.
That story is all too common.
Yeah, like everyone has that story. Or like, oh, I went back and I sold that AF-15 for $100 to the comic book guy at the comic store.
Well, it's funny. There's a guy, Frank, that comes. He comes to the show, and he bought an AF-15 in like the early '70s. for like $10, $15.
Yeah.
And he said, you know, his mother almost made him, when she saw that the cover price was 12 cents, his mother almost made him like run back and return. You paid $10 for a 12-cent cover price. You know? Thankfully, she didn't. You know, he still has it.
I love that.
Who knows, though? You know.
Well, of course, nobody knows.
Okay.
Nobody knew. Oh, there's a good book.
That's a, I guess.
Sell that or
That
not?
thing is so bulky. I'm just like, let's get rid of it.
I'll take it.
Take that off your hand.
No, that's a cool book, and you're never gonna find that in a high grade.
I can't see from here. What grade is it?
I know.
Oh, I know. Yeah, sure.
This is basically a magazine, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a magazine, yeah.
What year is this book?
I think it's right before the
1980.
yeah, it's the preview to the first Moon Knight.
You see ASM 129, 98 sold for 58,000.
Well, I told you about my buddy. My buddy sold right before the comic boom. He sold his 9.8, 129 for $20,000. And at the time, he's like ecstatic because he told me he paid $15 for the book. Right. So it's just like you can't be mad. But then like a month later, I was like, hey, you saw the new 9.8 went for 50 grand.
The craziest one you showed me, the number one from the Action Comics sold for the second grade.
Comic Link,
Just the number one from the cover.
7,200.
And then the last I saw was a partial back cover from Tech 27 that was at a few $100.
Yeah.
That's the other guy on Instagram. That's the other guy on Instagram. I'm not that's another guy on Instagram.
Would you do 25 on that?
I'll do 25 because I like you.
Awesome. Thank you. There's 20. There's 5.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support also.
Yeah, no
Thank you.
You go to William Patterson?
Used to. Graduated.
You know about my store, Zap Comics in Wayne? Have you ever been there?
I've never been, but I've heard about it. I've bought from you many times at shows, but never been to the store.
Oh, that's funny. I think William Patterson, you're right. You're like a couple miles away. Yeah,
The store is in Wayne?
yeah, we're on Valley Road in Wayne, yeah. Yeah, right.
On Valley Road,
Yeah,
okay.
like William Patterson, you go down Ratzer, left on Valley. Yeah.
Uh-huh. We got to come by one day.
Yeah, you should, yeah.
Any objection to bringing the camera in the store?
No, people do stuff like that. I mean, no, I'm fine. People, have their Instagram or other stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. That'd be cool.
Yeah, no problem.
Definitely make a trip down there one day.
That's right. X, where's all your inventory?
It's so hard to find these things.
Isn't it rough shit?
The corner, the bottom corner.
Oh, yeah. It's still nice, though.
I think I'm gonna get this other one too. What is
This guy's worth it. Which one?
That was
That's a nice one.
Mysterio. Where's the Thor? Iron Man. Ultimo. What can you do on 3 from the $10 box?
These we're generally firm on our prices, so they're flat $10.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Do you need a bag?
I'm going to be walking around.
You want a paper or plastic?
Paper.
Hi there. Just curious what you had on Thor 112. $280.
You bought Belvin, right?
Yes.
What's up, brother?
How's it going?
Good, how you been?
Good. How are you?
Go.
I didn't know you were a comic book guy.
I am.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is this your stand here? Part?
Yeah.
Part of it? Awesome. Awesome.
You live in Belleville?
Nutley. But we bowl in the same league together.
My son used to be on his team.
Oh yeah?
That's my nephew.
Awesome, awesome.
You know the Ritacos?
A little bit. My family knows their family very well.
My daughter-in-law's a Ritaco.
Okay. Okay. 280. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind.
And I'll probably do a little something
Okay.
for you too.
Thank you. Thank you. Just curious your price on X-Men 99 and 102.
99 is 150, 102 70.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to see anything, let me know.
Thank you. Can I look at the 99 and 102?
Sure.
Just check out the condition.
It's pretty nice. I have it as 8.5 to 9 now. I'm generally pretty tight on my grading. That one has 7.5, also nice. Usually I'm pretty firm on my prices. I'd take off like $5 a book or so. I'm usually pretty firm.
Okay. Thoughts?
Oh, that's a handsome book. It's really sharp. This one, you know, he's right. It's weaker, but man, it's a classic cover right there. It's tough.
Would you feel more comfortable getting these and reselling yours, or getting the Thor that you don't have? I mean, I love the condition of these. That's the thing. Yeah. The Thor book is not in good condition. Even if we got it for a better price than what he's asking.
Yeah, I would do these, I think. I feel more comfortable.
If you want to see anything, let me know. Sorry, do you have a question?
Anything else? He doesn't have 104, 103 to 105.
Yeah, I'm looking at, I see Spider-Man
They're
number
only
one.
$2.
Oh yeah, I don't know how
Next to it.
Yeah, those no, not. I have them at my store, but not here.
So I'm just curious. Next to the Spider-Woman number one, what's that book to the right? Is that also Spider-Woman?
Yeah, that's her first. That's a Marvel Spotlight, her first appearance. Yeah, she first appeared there, and then she had her first.
I'm looking for 37. It seems to be hard to find.
What Marvel Spotlight there?
Oh, Spider-Woman.
Oh, that's the first Siren, right? Yeah, that one I get. It's finally starting to go up in price, like everything else.
Yeah, I want to get it before it goes crazy.
I know that one. That one was always like, for years it was like a $3 comic for years, and now it's jumped. I don't have any here right now.
So you said you could do 5 off both of them, so 210 for both?
Yeah, 210. Yeah, if you do cash, I'll make it 205.
205?
Yeah.
Sounds like a
If
plan.
you do cash, save you a few bucks.
Got 100. I got a 5.
If you're ever in the Wayne area, I think you like the store.
We're coming now. We're definitely coming.
Where are you guys from?
We're in Nutley.
Oh, you're really close by.
It's probably 25 minutes away.
I know.
20, 40, 60.
I pass Nutley every day going to work.
There's 100.
I live in Bergen County and I drive to Wayne. So perfect. I'm on 80 and I see the sign for like West Patterson, Nutley. Yeah.
Just double check that.
You gotta stop there. You gotta check it out.
Oh yeah, you should. We sell a lot of back issues. Okay, so 205. So you're all set.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Enjoy.
Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Two of them.
I have bags.
I grabbed another one.
I'm not gonna. Thank you so much.
I got you.
The infamous kangaroo book.
I'm just curious.
Kind of made a little guide.
Just curious if you'd consider $10 for both comics, only because the condition on this guy is just so rough.
Yeah, why not?
Sounds like a deal.
Yeah, I know it's rough.
It's rough, but
Yeah, it still is what it. Yeah.
it is. Yeah, it's. I love the cover on him. It's 20 if you have change. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Have a good one. All right, guys, so back-to-back weeks of amazing comic book shows. Really had a fun time at the show today. The guys did a great job. Those who organized the King Con event, it was super cool. It was one of my favorite shows that I've ever been to, and I can't wait for them to do it again. So let's just go over the books. Some of these guys, some of these books you saw bought on camera. Others were not. These were purchased by my dad for $3 a piece. Sorry, $5 for all of them. The comics were $2 each, 3 for $5. Iron Man 195, a Marvel tale starring Spider-Man 83, Craven appearance, and Kazar. And in Adventure Comics, 313. So those three comics there, purchased for $5. Nothing too exciting, but good stuff. So these were kind of I don't know, I want to call them kind of like a controversial buy, but at the same time it was like, you know, what the heck. Silver Surfer 16, really rough condition. I mean, especially down here. I mean, it is ugly. So this guy had a bunch of comics. Some were priced pretty cheap, some were more expensive. This one was priced at $10. Didn't want to pay $10 for this, really. But then I also found an Amazing Spider-Man 81, first appearance of you-know-who, the Kangaroo. Also not in great condition. It's not as bad as the Silver Surfer book. It's chipped up, it's got corner wear, it's not in great shape though. But marked 16 for the two, 10 and 6. And I just told my dad, I'm like, hey, I mean, I'm gonna throw this guy an offer. If he wants it, I'm happy with the price. If he doesn't want it, it's fine, because the books aren't in that great a shape. So I told the guy, how about $10 for the both of them? Because this one is so beat. And you know, I think the reason why he accepted the offer is because he looked at these comics. He knew that they weren't in great condition. He knew that I had a good case, and he knew that he probably wasn't going to sell them unless I was probably one of the only people that asked about these comics in condition like this. So for $10, he accepted. The way I see it is I bought these for $5 a piece, which I really like that purchase. My dad bought a Spider-Woman comic from one of my friends from bowling, Gerard Conforti. Didn't know he was a comic book guy. just flipping through books, and it's like, hey, I know you. We bowl in the same league together, so that's kind of cool. I don't know what Dad paid for this, if it was $2 or $3 or $5, but Spider-Woman number 38. He got some other Spider-Woman comics as well. This has a $12 price sticker on it. I'm not sure what Dad paid for. A lot of these Dad bought it different stands. Super cool cover, a classic Thing versus Hulk fight. Looks like they're in a boxing ring. We all know the Thing is a very good boxer. Hank Pym is a very good boxer. And you got Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic in the background there, and it looks like Johnny Human Torch. And this looks like Medusa right down here. I didn't notice that, but that looks like her hair right there down at the bottom. My dad also got this comic, which this comic is very personal to me. Hulk 402. This is the first comic book I ever remember my dad reading to me when I was a kid. So it was an introduction. It was like, you know, this is what it's all about here. You got the Hulk, you have the Juggernaut here in the background, but the Juggernaut is not in his suit. But this is just a book that probably when I was 4 or 5, or it was either 4 or 5 when I first saw this cover, and my dad read it to me, and that's when I fell in love with both those characters. So super cool to to see that comic. I'm not sure why my dad bought it, because we already have probably a couple issues of it, but maybe it was a good price. I don't know. I don't know what he paid for it. Same with this. Not sure what he paid for it, but Marvel Superheroes featuring Hulk and Submariner, number 44. Super cool Hulk cover. And then this was a book he was really looking for today. Spider-Woman 37. Couple reasons why he's looking for it. One reason is that the book is going up in value. This used to be, apparently from what I heard from several vendors, this used to be kind of a throwaway dollar box comic. And because it's a first appearance of, oh my god, I don't know the girl's name, Sheev, something like that. It is a first appearance of this woman. Spider-Woman has gained a ton of popularity. You do have Juggernaut on the cover, which obviously for me and my dad, that's a big deal. So my dad went to he saw this at the last show for $25, and he said, I don't want to pay $25 for a book that used to be in dollar boxes and stuff like that. So we went to that one guy, and he had this one for $10, and then he also had another one for $5. So my dad said, I'll get both of them since the book's going up in value. So super cool. We'll see if it goes anywhere, but either way, it's nice to have it and add it to the collection. All right, now we got some of the better books on the day. These books coming courtesy of the gentleman that runs Zap Comics. We bought a couple books from him at the last show, or at least I did, and this time my dad bought a couple. Tales of Suspense, featuring Iron Man and Captain America, number 77. Ultimo Lives, super cool story. I never read this, so I'm not sure what it's all about, but it looks like they're fighting some kind of a super android or super mystical creature that's risen from the depths. Super cool to see that. Amazing Spider-Man 198. Obviously an awesome Mysterio cover here. This is one of those books that's just been hard to find in this kind of era of Amazing Spider-Man for good prices. Usually they're going for anywhere between $15 to $30 to $40 to $50. So this book in really nice shape in a $10 box all day, every day. And also what we've been buying up a lot of lately is the 70s Bronze Age X-Men 110. Obviously that sweet spot from X-Men 94 to kind of issue, what would you guys say, to about 120. That's kind of the sweet spot for these X-Men. And so 3 comics at $10 a piece, $30. I really like that purchase. And I bought a comic from 2 guys that set up a stand at the back of the show, and they knew who I was. The one guy said that he recognized my voice, so that was pretty cool. And the other guy wanted to know where my dad was, and I told him he was floating around the show somewhere. Reason I bought this book, one, because I really am just attracted to the Doctor Strange cover. Obviously Doctor Strange is just one of those rising, has been one of those rising names in the MCU, and has gained a ton of popularity. People love Doctor Strange. Kind of a guy that was one of kind of like those B-C tier superheroes, but then after seeing some screen time, he's just become one of the most popular superheroes in the MCU. So super cool. And at $35, I asked the guy if he would take $25 for it, and he said because he likes the channel, that would be okay. So super cool. Thank you for the deal. Hope you're watching this video. I really appreciate it. And on top of the cover, on top of the good price, it's also a first full appearance of Kalu. So super cool. I never read the book, so interested to see what it's all about. And yeah, the cover just really gravitated towards me. Now, I don't know what Dad paid for these. I know he didn't pay the sticker price. I know the guy gave him a good deal. These were all purchased from the same guy. But we got Strange Tales 122, Human Torch, Doctor Doom, and another Doctor Strange cover. Super cool book. Dad had kind of this desire to go into the show today to find some of these older Strange Tales and Tales to Astonish, these books that he was looking for to put in his collection. So I don't know if these are going to be sellers, but I do know one thing is that he really wanted them. So also got Tales to Astonish, Giant Man, and the Incredible Hulk. Nice Giant Man cover. I'm not sure who he's holding there, but has kind of like a trident weapon, and then Hulk cover with the leader on it, watching from like a TV screen or something. Super cool. It is rough up here. Show you guys the top of the book. It's pretty rough, but I mean the rest of it isn't really, you know, it's not that bad. It's not that good, but it's not that bad. But 20 bucks, and I'm sure my dad got it for less than that. And also, kind of one of his bigger purchases of the day was the Journey into Mystery with Thor, Loki cover, honestly, and a little Doctor Strange appearance on the bottom. I don't know if this is a key to anything. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody in the comments can tell me if this is a desirable book, but it looks cool. Like, I really like the way the colors kind of pop, and Thor's obviously delivering a blow to Loki with Mjolnir. So super cool comic. All right, and with that being said, let's get into the big purchase of the day. Courtesy of Zap Comics. So let me see if I can just show off his bag right here. That's Zap Comics in Wayne, New Jersey. Now, I went to school in Wayne, New Jersey for college. I never once went into Zap Comics, even though this is a legendary store. I mean, I hear about it all the time. I used to have coworkers that used to tell me about Zap Comics. I just never went. I never been. And talking to the guy today, who's the owner, I asked him, would it be cool if I brought my camera in? And he said, you know, yeah, I've had guys come in with Instagram videos and YouTube and stuff like that, so it wouldn't be a big deal if you wanted to bring your camera in. So very soon, we'll be making a stop to Zap Comics and get some footage. And just so you guys know, the reason I ask is because some store owners aren't comfortable with people bringing cameras into their store. I did have one person that I walked into his comic shop a couple months ago with a GoPro on, and he asked me if I could turn it off. So with that being said, from now on, I'm just going to ask before just going ahead and doing it, just to extend a courtesy. And if somebody doesn't want me recording, you know, it's no hard feelings. I still went and shopped and I bought comics. But the fact that Zap told me that I could bring my camera and record just makes me want to go even more. So super cool shout out to him, and he gave us a pretty fair price on some amazing comics. So I thought it'd be cool to show off the reason why we bought these comics, because we were looking at several issues, that several different books that we wanted to buy, and we were really just gonna, rather than just buy everything, you know, obviously it would be nice to have an infinite money glitch, but we wanted to make our purchase very, very precise as to what we wanted. So the reason why we bought these books in particular, these are two comics that we already have in our collection, but we really bought these because condition. I mean, so here we go. X-Men 102, Juggernaut, Colossus cover. Let me get my phone real quick. In case you guys didn't know, because I did mention this in a previous video, I do have this Colossus Juggernaut battle as my screensaver on my phone, just because these are two of my favorite characters. Colossus, one of my favorite X-Men, probably behind Wolverine, and Juggernaut, one of my favorite villains ever, just one of my favorite characters. And this is a classic cover. I mean, you have an early Black Tom appearance, Black Tom Cassidy appearance. You got that, it's in that sweet spot of X-Men comics, and then it's just a classic fight. I'm pretty sure Juggernaut obliterates the X-Men at the end of this book. So that's super cool. And what I want to do is show you guys just the original copy that we had in our collection, just so we can compare. So, I mean, right away, just by that first glance, you can kind of see the color on the newer, the comic we bought today. It just pops a little bit more. I'll take you through the condition of our first book. That this writing here on the X-Men, that is on the book, that's not on the bag. So that was part of the book. The top's a little bit creased up, and then the wear is really just in that bottom corner. I don't know if you could see it, but there is a big fold. You got the staple kind of coming out a little bit. It's still a really nice book. I still think it's somewhere between, you know, kind of a 4.0, 5.0 book, but the new comic that we got today is just so clean. And the guy at Zap, with the reputation that he has, I do value his judgment and his grading more so than I do my own, for sure. And he believes that, I think he wrote on the back of the book that it was kind of like a 7 he kind of had it at a 7.5. So it's a major upgrade. I think it's at least a 2-point upgrade, maybe 2.5 or 3-point upgrade over the comic that we already had. So super cool. And so we ended up, the sticker price on both these comics was $220 for this issue and the other issue that we bought. But he took it all the way down to $205. So the way I see it is we paid $65 for X-Men 102 in really nice condition. And then this was the big purchase. Super cool, amazing copy of X-Men 99. It is a key issue, first appearance of Black Tom Cassidy. He does have a couple panels that you kind of see like his shadow, and then his staff comes out and he kind of zaps, no pun intended, kind of zaps one of the characters in the book. And then you see his full figure kind of just silhouetted. You don't actually see his face, but you saw his staff, you saw his hand. And this is just one of the nicest copies. This is a book I've been looking for on eBay just because I wanted to find a really nice copy of this comic. And on eBay, the price is, for a nicer book that's not graded, a raw copy like this, the prices kind of range from $125, $150, $200. And you know, you're looking at stuff on eBay, and some of it you could just really, you can see everything with the book a lot of the times. And then some guys post pictures and you can't tell everything, so you're like, I don't want to make a purchase on something that the guy took bad pictures on. But this one was able to take it down, was able to hold it, look at it, really see no major flaws on the cover whatsoever. And the guy had it graded at about an 8.5, 9.0, which was right in that sweet spot of kind of the grade that I was looking for. So, and then just to show you the upgrade over the book that we had. The one we have is in terrible shape. Only thing is, it does have this kind of, I don't know if you can really see it. It does have this fold kind of going right down here. The color is just a little bit more faded. Another little fold there. I don't know if you can see it. It's very faint. But then just the spine isn't great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And then the new book that we got. I mean, look at, that's just like a brand new book. I mean, this is exactly what I'm looking for when I'm trying to purchase a book like this to keep. Bear in mind, this book, we did not purchase it to flip it, purchase it to keep it. So the strategy behind these purchases, let me pull out the other one here. The strategy behind these purchases. So we're looking at some other books that I wanted to add to the collection. I just felt like, some of them were just too overpriced. It's not what I wanted to spend. It was a hot book, you know, hot characters, big key issues. I just don't have the budget to spend on big books like that at current time. And then the other issue that I ran into with books that were in my price range, that were books that we didn't have in our collection, the condition of them wasn't that great. So I didn't want to spend up on a book that was like, you know, a 2.5 of raw, 2.5, 3.0, 4.0 even. You know, I really wanted to buy quality. And so the strategy behind this now is we spent $205 on these books, $65 for this, $140 for 99. And we have, you know, the same copies in lesser condition. I believe that I can sell these comics for roughly somewhere between $75 and $100. Let's just call it like that. Let's just say for sake $100. You know, that would be like buying these two. If we were to sell these two, the lesser copies for $100, it would be like buying two better copies for just $100. You know, because it was just a big upgrade. I know a lot of you guys know this, but I'm just explaining this to people that wanted to know what the buying process was as to why we chose to buy these books today. Condition. Even though we already had them, especially the 99, it was just too good to pass up. I didn't want to just walk away from it because this is one of my favorite superhero lines, is this X-Men run, this Bronze Age run right after Giant Size X-Men 1 and X-Men 94. This is the sweet spot for me. This is what I really like, and condition, this is what I'm all about, guys. I'm getting all excited because this is what it's all about for me. You know, I'm not into the newer issues. You know, I do love my older stuff, but a lot of the Silver Age stuff is out of my price range, and I really want to get my hands on that stuff one day. But for me right now, at this point in my life, guys, this is what it's all about, is buying really good quality books that are for long-term holds. Odds are we're not going to be upgrading, especially like the 99. We're not going to be upgrading that anytime soon. We'll definitely consider grading it. My dad and I, for as long as my dad's been collecting comics, we do not have a single graded book in our collection. He's just never graded them. This is something to consider grading because it is in that kind of nice shape. So super happy with the purchase, super happy with everybody that I met today. Made some nice connections, got to know that some people that I've known for a while are comic book collectors. That was pretty funny. And met a couple people that were really into the channel. And so thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, next week, I don't know what we're gonna do. I'll see if there's another show around, but definitely if the weather's nice, do a flea market day. We want to get to Zap Comics at some point. I'll throw his little, I'll throw his banner right here at the end one more time. Zap Comics in Wayne, New Jersey. Go check the guy out. He's extremely fair and extremely honest, reputable seller. And that'll pretty much wrap up for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing and liking. If you're not on my Instagram page, do check it out because I do post stuff there on a weekly basis. And watch out for eBay in case you are interested in either of these X-Men comics. They will be going up on eBay very shortly, probably within the next week or so. And that'll pretty much conclude this video. I had a lot of fun making it, had a lot of fun at today's show. King Kong 2, you guys really blew it out of the water. Can't wait for King Kong 3. King Kong 3. All right, guys, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.